May I come in, sir?
Please. Please look at it.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Saurabh?
Yes, sir.
Please be seated. So, Saurabh, can you introduce yourself to the board?
So my name is Saurabh Suryavanshi. I come from Pune city, Maharashtra, where I did most of my schooling. And from there, I moved to Gujarat, Ahmedabad to pursue my bachelor's degree in petroleum engineering. And then after finishing my bachelor's, I moved to US to pursue my master's degree at University of Alaska Fairbanks. Then I worked there for a year.
Master degree in what?
So in petroleum engineering. Yeah. Yes, sir. And after that, I moved to Saudi Aramco, where I was hired by a company called Saraco for the R&D department of Saudi Aramco. And then after working for 1.5 years, I moved back to India to pursue my civil service preparation.
India where?
So India, Pune, sir, back to Pune.
So, how did you land up in Dehradun?
So Dehradun, sir, it was, there was some family functions which were organized there by some of the family friends. So it matched with the mains examination date. So it was a decision taken that I'll go and give my exam there.
So, I thought because of petroleum and all, you graduate.
Yes, sir, definitely. I got an opportunity to visit the center also.
Which center?
So the ONGC center, which is the research center in Dehradun, sir.
You visited that. Now tell us, so that you have such excellent background in the niche area. You are such a professional. Don't you feel your best, not only for you and also for the nation? You should leave all that and do come to civil service. Be honest.
Yes, sir. So definitely not. It won't be a waste of the talent, in my opinion. Few things which helped me, which I learned during my job years, they would definitely act like a value addition for me if given an opportunity to serve.
See, your first choice is IAS, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Do you know what is your job profile for the IAS officer for first 79 years of service?
Yes, sir.
What does an IAS officer do in first 79 years?
So it's usually the
1, 2, 3, 4. One job. Suppose you are trying to prepare a TOR.
Yes, sir.
Somebody gives you a job, you give a TOR.
Yes, sir.
So what is a TOR for an IAS officer in the first 7 to 9 years of service?
So the first would be to understand the society for which.
To understand, will pay.
No, sir. To understand the needs of society, what would be the target areas where his service would be
The
needed?
taxpayers will be paying to someone to understand so that he will understand. So not service delivery. No?
So understanding as in to identify the target areas where like his immediate focus would be needed. Second thing would be to train him to how to draft strategies so that there would be some good immediate outcomes. Third thing would be to make him understand that. So that's it.
Have you ever met an IAS officer?
Yes, sir.
Have you seen them working? What does your IAS officer do?
So I've not seen the working, but just got a chance to meet him.
So that's what I'm saying. You want to live up a career in a niche area. You have so much expertise. You want to get into a job where you have not really done the homework as to what you expect me to do. So what if frustration sets in and you leave?
So I'm sorry, I wasn't able to hear you well, sir. Can you please
I
repeat?
said that you do not know the job expectations. You don't know what an IAS officer is required to do. You are planning to leave a niche area. Now suppose you get selected and come. And what if you feel frustrated and leave it and go away? See, these are the dangers. You are being recruited for a job.
So definitely, sir. I'm aware of these things, and I hope that the 2 years of the training program would definitely would help me in this aspect.
Saurabh, you study in Alaska.
Yes, sir.
So how do you compare the teaching methods in Alaska and Gujarat, where you studied literary, same subject? How do you compare?
So the teaching aspect is almost similar, sir. But the major difference is with respect to the examination system, where in India, like in my university in Gujarat, they followed mostly the closed book system, and in Alaska they followed open book, open internet system. So the main difference was here the more focus was given on both the static and the dynamic aspect of the subject, whereas in Alaska it was mostly focused towards the dynamic aspect only, sir.
And what about practical field training or something?
So practical field training was given in both the places. A comprehensive outlook was given for practical experience through various internships and constant meeting with the industry experts, like on a weekly basis. So this was a common like curriculum which was followed at both the places.
So almost same.
Yes, sir, it's the same.
And what about the difference in lifestyle in Alaska and Gujarat?
So different in lifestyles are the major difference was with respect to the two aspects of. But first is Gujarat state falling mainly in the tropical region, so the temperatures were like mostly.
Lifestyle means the society, the food, the other things.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely.
One
sir.
is climate.
So
Definitely,
climate
it
is
is
one of
changed.
them. Yes, sir. Second is the type of cuisine. Gujarat had mostly vegetarian cuisine, where in Alaska, I found it a little difficulty in finding vegetarian cuisine. And so second thing is the clothing pattern. Alaska in Alaska it was you have to wear multiple layers, and in Gujarat is not really needed. And
How was the interaction with people outside the university? Both places.
so in Alaska, I got like multiple opportunities to interact with the primitive tribal population over there, who were a part of my batch also when I was studying.
So why do you say primitive?
So primitive because this is a term which they themselves told me about themselves. When I asked them, how do you define yourself? They said, we are the primitive people here because we still follow our old cultural traditions. And
So we Indian also follow the old tradition and culture.
Yes, sir.
So we are also primitive.
No, sir. So primitive is it's a neutral term according to me. It just defines the lifestyle of a group. So if they have strong.
Okay, let's go to you have written hobby as kitchen home gardening.
Yes, sir.
What does it mean? Kitchen home. Do you grow in kitchen or?
Yes, sir. So kitchen home gardening means so the way I did it, there was a balcony attached to my house kitchen. So I asked my parents to give me a space area 4 feet by 4 feet, and where I developed my own.
Normally people say either home gardening or kitchen gardening.
Yes,
You clubbed both.
Yes, sir, because it
So any special reason for that?
Yes, sir. Only the reason was like the place which was where I built my greenhouse. It was my kitchen's balcony, so I thought to give it a different name, like calling it kitchen home gardening.
So you want to give it a special name. So what did you grow last?
So last two vegetables they're still growing actually. Tomatoes, and they're like the heirloom tomatoes and the ladyfinger.
So which soil you used? Is it organic?
Yes, sir. The soil is organic, and the produce is also organic. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like the soil, I use the local soil.
What is the difference between organic and the other one?
So organic, whatever inputs which are required, say with respect to fertilizers, even I develop my own insecticides, own pesticides.
You developed your own insecticide.
Yes, sir.
Which one?
So I made a combination. I got some neem leaves from outside. I crushed them. I prepared a paste out of them, and then after preparing the paste, I dried them and then sprinkled it around the pots. And then and from the same paste, I got some water. So I used that water to sprinkle it on the leaves.
Neem normally reacts as a repellent, not as insecticide, because it has very limited killing capacity of insects.
Yes, sir.
It may act against pathogens, but insects is doubtful. So how do you, in case you have heavy insect growth?
So I did have it, especially with respect to white flies, and neem helped me over there to repel them. So that was the only thing which I used.
So how do you make manure?
So manure, so I used mostly the kitchen waste. I divided the waste into dry waste, where I used.
So do you use some culture or microbes too?
Yes.
How do you?
Yes, sir. So I bought approximately 1 kg of already prepared compost from the shop, and then I used it along with coco peat and the kitchen waste, and stored it.
Thank you.
Welcome, Saurabh.
Thank you, sir.
See, now the farmers' agitation is going on.
Yes, sir.
What are their demands?
So, so to list them down, the very first demand is they want a statute giving them the legal right on the minimum support price which the government provides. Second thing, so the recent infrastructure development which is happening in the Noida and the Greater Noida area, they want government to give them written guarantee with respect to jobs, and they want more compensation for the land which was taken from them. They were provided approximately 6% on an average compensation, but they're asking for 10% compared to the normal land price based on the government survey. They're asking 6%. They were given 6% additional. They're asking.
Okay,
10%.
what else? It's about 12, 13 demand, 14 demands, something like that.
So these are the only ones I know, but I would definitely read about them.
Acha, now coming to this most tricky question and major demand is legalizing MSP, legal guarantee to MSP. Do you think it is a feasible idea?
So it is a feasible idea. The reason why I say so is there are two reasons, because it would give farmers the motivation and the financial support. And second thing is, if you think internationally, recently I was reading about India facing some issues regarding its food subsidy program and its food stocking program. So if we see in that landscape, so based on the per farmer, the subsidy which would be given, it is comparatively very less if we see what other countries are giving. So in these two sense, I think it would be a very feasible.
But is it a fiscally
So
fiscally prudent? Tough for any government to take? And what will the future, if we legalize MSP now, then what next? Is it how much government has to shell out every year, and how much money it will require?
So definitely it would increase the fiscal burden on the government. But sir, I'm not aware of the exact numbers, how much government.
You have supported making a law of it.
Yes.
Now making a law is maybe easy, but withdrawing the law will be very difficult.
Yes.
Once it is made, it is very difficult. So you cannot give a guarantee to one set of crops for the times to come, for a eternity type of thing. See, all these prices are basically determined by the market forces. Now this MSP was given under special circumstances. In the green revolution, we have shortage of food and all. Now that is not the situation. Why to only an MSP benefit is only a very small percentage of farmers. So how far it is equitable and fair, and do you comment that it should is feasible idea and we should go for it?
So I do agree with you that currently, if you see, the MSc benefits are mostly concentrated on two crops, that is wheat and rice. But MSPs are given on other crops also. So it would benefit there also if it is legalized through a statute. And so to answer the second part of the question, that whether. Sir, I missed out on the second part of the question. I'm sorry.
Okay, forget about this. See, there are the vegetable grower and fruit growers. They know MSP there. It's market forces. The crop of apple or oranges or the potato or onion, tomato, anything. So it goes by the market forces. Why those farmers are not given MSP and only one set of farmers? And vegetables and pulses are as important as wheat and rice.
Yes, sir.
Do you think we should give minimum support price to all those things?
So giving MSP guarantee to all the crops, definitely it won't be fiscally prudent. But there could be a list of crops which are a part of daily diet of like all over India. And so with time, definitely there would be scope for changes in the statutes depending on the demands and the needs.
Vegetable and pulses are also very important for it to live.
Yes, sir.
Everybody has to eat vegetables and pulses daily. So again, you say law and we can change it. We had made law on reservation, said it is for 15 years. We could not change till 75 years. We are increasing its scope. Rather, it becomes very difficult.
Yes, sir, we are increasing its scope, but there have been some recent developments also which is being done, like with respect to the subcategorization within the scheduled caste and all, where we are making it more target-oriented by focusing on those communities who are not been able to get the benefits of the reservation. So I do agree with you, sir, that yes, it increases the scope, but again, it ensures, I would say, food security would be the very first point. And second thing, so agriculture being the major employer in India, so it would definitely be a good support for the farmers also.
Oh, see, our MSP is much higher than the international prices. Okay, so if we decide to import, it will be cheaper. We can give it to our people at a cheaper rate. Because of MSP, we are not able to do that. Is it not? Is it unfair to consumer or not?
So actually, I wasn't aware of this fact that our MSP is higher than the international rates. But if it is the scenario, then from consumers' point of view, it would be not fair.
Okay, thank you.
Saurabh, your father was a superintendent of police.
Yes, sir.
What is the difference between a superintendent of police and a police commissioner?
So I don't know.
You want to be an IPS officer. Your father was SP. So the police commissioner system, SP system.
Yes, sir.
What are your views about this bulldozer business going on? UP and many states, bulldozer charge. What are your views? And if you are a SP, and Chief Minister says she has a miscreant, she has encroached upon public property, known criminal for the last so many years, due to her so many people have said they have not taken action. Go and demolish. What do you do?
So definitely you have to follow the law, and if
What is the law? He is a known badmas. He has encroached on public land.
Yes, sir.
People were not going there because they were afraid of him. And you are the keeper of the law, yes, please.
Yes, sir.
And the CM said, go and demolish it. What is the law?
So the very first step would be to informing the person that so-and-so action would be taken. If he doesn't rectify his actions, a warning would be given initially. And even after giving the warning, he is not changing his actions, then definitely the course of law would be taken. And that is, if he is infringing on the public property, then definitely, sir, that...
Do you think such a person was never given a warning earlier and he cares?
So, but still, if such an action need to be taken, a last warning should definitely be given.
And suppose he doesn't listen, then we'll go and demolish it.
So not demolish it, but if just in case if it is infringing the public property,
Yeah, he had it. If the entire town knows he has infringed.
Yes, sir. Then that would be needed because
So you will take will you and get into modesty.
say if it is within the limits of the law, then yes, sir.
No, what is the law? I don't know the law. I'm asking you what does the law say? You say law says and give a notice. You are giving a notice. He said go to hell. I don't care. Then what you do?
So I don't know the exact law, but
But I know the law. But then you say you follow the law.
so there's a law, but
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. Recently, government of India amended 3 major criminal laws.
Yes, sir.
Rather replaced the major criminal law by 3 new laws. Can you name all 3 new laws?
Yes, sir. The very first is the Indian the Indian Penal Code was changed. It was renamed as Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita.
It was renamed or a new act came into being?
It was no, not renamed. It was rewired. Yes,
It was not renamed. It was.
it was it was changed, and it was the new code is named as Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita.
It's a code
Yes, sir.
or an act.
So it's a code which came through an act, the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita Act only.
But I said it's a code or an act.
So I'm getting confused here. Sorry.
Let's move on.
Yes, okay.
Okay, let's move on.
Yes, sir.
Recently, the shoulder evaluates of the Indian Navy officers, the admirals, etc., it underwent a change. Could you tell me what are the changes of the new design, so where it was inspired?
Sir, I recently got to know about it, that some Indian traditional wear would be introduced in the Indian Navy segment, but I'm not aware of the exact changes.
Shoulder evaluates, the one they wear on the shoulder, the badges. That the design of that one changed.
Sir, I'm not aware of this fact. Sir.
They say it was inspired by Chhatrapati Shivaji's Navy. Okay. Now, final thing. The same thing about MSP and all. My understanding is every year the government announces an MSP on the major clubs, which have shaped or cures. It is done before the sowing season. So what did this demand and enact an act? Something is de facto being done. By passing an act, what new thing will happen? The same thing. Why are people agitating? It is something that is happening, isn't it? What is the provocation?
Sir, I don't have the exact knowledge about this.
Every year MSP
That is true, sir.
announced.
Yes, sir.
Government is announcing.
Yes, sir.
Food Corporation of India is buying.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now the procurement season will start quick.
Yes, sir.
The FCI will buy at MSP.
Yes.
So suddenly what is the provocation? And this enactment, how is it going to make difference?
So, based on my understanding, the way it is calculated, the formula changes every. The formula is same, but the values changes every year. So once once you have the calculation formula, which is
Act never gives a formula. In any case, there is a formula everybody knows about.
sorry, sir.
In any case, there is a formula everybody knows about.
Yes, sir. That's true.
Or you can ask under the ITA the formula.
Yes, sir.
So what is this new thing about it? Because the roads are closed, people are striking.
So I don't have an answer for this now.
Thank you, that was also nice.
Thank you, sir.
So Saurabh, your formal interview,
So,
how do you think you fared?
so definitely there is scope for improvement, and I'm not able to recollect things, especially the details.
How have you done your mains?
Sorry, sir.
How have you done your mains? Mains, yeah, how did it go?
So it was good.
Better than last time?
Yes, sir.
So, when is your interview?
So it's coming Monday, 19th.
So, hardly any time.
Yes, sir.
My feeling is you are good,
Thank you, sir.
but You have to do a lot of polish. Time is short. So try to do the best out of this in these few days.
Yes, sir.
First thing is to realize it is not a test of knowledge.
Yes, sir.
Nobody is testing your knowledge. Okay?
Yes, sir.
They are trying to see certain personality trait.
Sure.
Okay? At the end of, before you go, I will get a feedback from one of my colleagues. They'll say what are the qualities that you are looking from you and where, as per our opinion, you stand. Reflect on that and see whether you agree and where you can improve. Where you should work. That has to be your decision.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Second thing, you have nothing to lose. You are such a big professional. If not this service, something will be there doing. So if you put your best foot, you will get a little more mark.
Yes, sir.
And then 1/3 people will get selected. For all you know, you line up in a good service.
Yes, sir.
So by worrying, by being self-conscious, you will not give the big thing. So night before your interview, relax, listen to music, do well, don't put yourself in tension at all.
Sure.
Okay, relax.
Yes, sir.
If you don't know an answer, just tell I don't know.
Sure, sir.
If the interview board says that take a guess, you take a guess. It's not a test of knowledge.
Okay, sir.
Now you are supposed to know what is all happening around you. Most of the things are questions will be related to a gap. Why did I ask about Navi about this? Because it was from Maharashtra, Shivaji's.
Sure. Yes, sir.
So January, February, what the main thing has happened?
Yes, sir.
Just go through that.
Definitely. I'll go
Like WTO ministerial is coming up recently. Okay? 26 to 29 February.
Sorry, sir.
26 to 29 February,
Yes, sir.
WTO ministerial conference is coming.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you should be knowing.
Yes, sir.
Read the news. Your interview in the morning half or in the afternoon?
So afternoon.
So morning, you should go through the newspaper very thoroughly
Yes, sir.
and add an economic newspaper.
Okay, sir.
Starting from today till the day of interview. Reading newspaper means not the headlines. Going in depth.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Take a pen and paper. Write down some 30-40 questions based on your tab. What one can ask. Try to answer it themselves.
Yes, sir.
Once you start answering, you will think there will be a supplementary question.
Okay, sir.
So think of what will be the answer to that supplementary question.
Yes, sir.
Based on that supplementary question, there could be another set of questions.
Yes, sir.
So you practice that.
Yes,
I'm sure you'll do well. This is all I can tell you.
Saurabh, you can move your hands little bit because they were stiff. Legs can be little. It's not so wide also. And then thirdly, you are giving little long answers.
Yes, sir.
Be to the point, and in case somebody wants to ask you, we can ask or she can ask. There are two types of questions. Basically, one is fact-based. In case you don't know, you say simply no. There are opinion-based. In that, don't avoid those.
Yes, sir.
Don't surrender.
Yes, sir.
You may have your own opinion, may not be which is mine or anybody else. So you should have some opinion.
Yes, sir.
Bureaucrat or anybody should be thinking bureaucrat.
Yes, sir.
So there had to be something.
Yes, sir.
So, okay. See, now your interview is very near, and Punjab's MSP farmers issue is burning right now. So there is bound to be some questions.
Yes, sir.
Very good, sir. But you are not very well prepared on that.
Yes, sir.
You don't know the number of demands. You took a stand that MSP should be legalized, and then you could not back up with your argument. You are free to take any stand. In this opinion-based questions, you are free to take any stand, but you have to back up.
Yes, sir.
Now, you took a stand which is not favored by many
Yes, sir.
outside the farmer community who are agitating that MSP should be legalized. There are pitfalls of MSP legalizing. Punjab water table is going down. They will continue producing that. Punjab will become desert So you have to tell them these things. You have to be fully prepared. You are not even aware of the facts. Argument is the second stage. So be ready. This is what are the happening around us. See, board member has 2-3 areas where they can ask question. What is happening around? Listening, reading, newspaper, TV news. That is in the minds of everybody. And then your DAF. And then your state and all. So these are the few areas where you should be very thorough.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Then you can anticipate a question. If 50% question come to the area for which you are anticipating, your job is done.
That's true, sir.
So you be aware of all the newspaper reading. That is what he said.
Yes. So actually, I'm behind in newspaper by 3 to 4 days.
I mean, that is okay, but now you should not.
So now I'm just.
So if you go behind, then you'll stay behind.
Yes, sir, definitely. So
Don't
I'm trying
waste your time in other
to.
things.
Yes, sir. I'm trying to cover it and.
Try.
You are scheduled for the interview in the morning hour.
Yes, sir.
You stand up in the afternoon. So
Expect
punctuality is a personality trait.
Yes, sir.
You clearly miss it.
Yes, sir.
You think interview board will not be knowing it because you are appearing for the first time.
Mm-hmm. No.
See, personality traits don't change so frequently.
It's true.
So the traits which are required, start working on it.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Somehow it will show off.
Mm-hmm.
Get the point?
Yes, sir.
So your priority should be
Newspaper.
to work out the current affairs.
Yes, sir.
You can't say I'm 4-5 days behind.
No, sir. Yes, sir.
Anything that happened in January, February, you should be knowing.
Definitely.
Or anything scheduled towards the end of February, you should be knowing.
I kept you only one topic I scheduled, and you had to spend 6 minutes on that topic only. Because you were giving the answer from which I am getting the questions. I am answering you. You are going in knots and knots. You are tying yourself in knots.
Okay.
So that will happen in the interview.
Yes.
If you give that such type of answer, they will ask further question, and you will be exposed.
Yes, sir.
Try to
Definitely.
be better prepared. Okay, if you are better prepared, your answer would be crisp, short, and to the point, and no further question will come on that.
True, sir. True.
Do that. Otherwise, you are a good candidate. Your way of speaking, overall personality, presenting yourself well, everything is in favor. Just content-wise, be better. Whatever you can do within these 2-3 days. Okay. Wish you all the best.
Anything you like to ask?
So just one thing. My speed was fine.
Okay.
Good.
कुछ ऐसा लगा नहीं किसी
So informal तो नहीं लगा मतलब.
नहीं ठीक है होना चाहिए.
It's an interaction. It's not an interrogation.
So मुझे सबने ये फीडबैक दिया कि तुम informal हो रहे तो वो.
No. That's a good thing.
You are at ease.
Yes, sir.
Be at ease so that you put your best foot forward.
Okay, sir. हाँ sir.
You have to put your best foot forward.
Yes, sir. Yes.
That will only happen if you are at ease.
Definitely, sir.
If you are under tension, you will not do your best.
Okay, sir.
आपकी इनफॉर्मेलिटी आपके प्लस पॉइंट रहेगा
Yes, sir.
बजाय बीइंग टेंस एंड बीइंग वेरी.
You were perfect. Don't worry.
सर एक्चुअली एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करना चाहूँगा. मतलब 2 दिन पहले हुआ था तो उन्होंने मुझसे ऐसे मॉक में पूछा था कि मुंबई और पुणे में क्या डिफरेंस है कल्चरल वाइज. तो मैं उनको बता रहा था कि इकोनॉमिकली ये तो रिलीजियस साइड पे जाता है. मुंबई इन्वेस्टमेंट अट्रैक्ट करता है और पुणे इन्वेस्टमेंट को अप्लाई करने का प्लेटफॉर्म देता है. तो ऐसा बता रहा था. और एंड में मैंने बताया कि सर एक बहुत कॉमन सेइंग है कि मुंबई नेवर स्लीप्स एंड पुणे विल डेफिनेटली स्लीप इन द आफ्टरनून. तो I said that on a lighter note and I smiled. My smile थोड़ी बड़ी हो गई थी. But they said कि don't do this. So I was little.
It depends on how the other smile. You should not appear very casual.
Yes, sir.
You should not be casual.
Yes.
But informal is a good thing.
Okay, sir.
There is a difference between rigid, informal, and casual.
Yes, sir.
You take the interview seriously. You cannot take it very casually.
Definitely.
But you should not be also very rigid.
Yes, sir.
It's an interaction.
Yes. समझ गया सर.
So you moved your hands now. So it was perfect. And then this was okay. You were explaining. You should feel involved in the reply also. When you are replying, your whole body should be replying.
Definitely. Yes, sir.
What is black thread?
So this is.
Somebody will ask you. I don't ask you. So you should be prepared to answer any question.
So this is like given by my mom to avoid bad vision or something.
Better be prepared with some answer in case you are wearing it. And the answer should sound good.
Yes, sir.
You should not take it by a shock.
I got your point, sir. Got your point.
Okay. Wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time.
But yes.